So, I didn't want to do this video, but I just feel like it was so bad. I had to do a debate recap because Democrats have been their whole being for existence, like whole purpose for existence over the last 2 years, has 3 years now, has been defeat Donald Trump. We have to defeat Donald Trump. And this is the best they could come up with. A 70-year-old late commie, a fake Native American, or Nirvana wannabe, and Joe Biden, who looks like he's about to fall asleep on the stage. Oh, like as a Republican, as a right-leaning person who just conservative, libertarian, whatever you want to call it. Like I find joy in it, watching it. It just makes me laugh. But man, Democrats got to be nervous. Like they are nervous. You read some New York Times and anything like there's Democratic commentators all over just saying it's like none of these people can beat Donald Trump, and it just makes you smile. But let's get more into the debate. Okay, first they asked Beto O'Rourke how he feels about 70% tax margins, and he just starts speaking in Spanish. And it's not like he answers the question in Spanish. He just says Spanish words. That's odd for me, but it's like then you see Cory Booker's eyes in the background, just like what is this guy doing? And then 20 minutes later, Cory Booker speaks Spanish too. And then, through both two debates, Elizabeth Warren, Bill de Blasio, Bernie Sanders, and Kamala Harris all raised their hands to end private health insurance and want to kick 174 million people off of their private health insurance. Most of those people are happy to content with their health insurance. So, yeah, that was. And then I forget who it was. Elizabeth Warren said she wanted abortion for all, absolutely zero restriction on abortion, which is far outside this mainstream. Depending on what study you read, it's 80 to 90% of Americans, think there should be some restrictions on abortion. But no, Democratic Party, zero. Baby, you're giving birth. We can still kill it. It's no big deal. So that's gonna win you votes in Ohio, Michigan, and Wisconsin, where they need to win. Yeah, then not to be outdone by Elizabeth Warren, some guy I don't know said we should have federally paid abortions and men should be able to get them too. I don't know how that's going to work, but he said abortions for low-income women and low-income trans women. And if you're not in the lingo on trans stuff, a trans woman is a biological man who thinks he's a woman. That's just, so, yeah, I'm sure he meant trans man, but he said trans woman, and I'm pointing that out. These guys are stupid. And that's about all the major thing of the first debate is speaking Spanish, abortion good, two candidates on that stage want to take 174 million people off their health insurance. Okay, now let's go to the real debate, the main one that actually has people with a chance. Besides Elizabeth Warren, no one on that first debate has a chance of winning. The second one, there's some people who have a chance, and Yeah, Bernie Sanders kicks 174 million people off their health insurance. Like someone else spoke Spanish on that one, I think, but he was asked a question in Spanish. It got way too much Spanish speaking going on there. And then Kamala Harris was probably the biggest winner of these debates, and she just clocked Joe Biden over his supposed coziness with with racist and the segregationist in the 1970s and 80s, like him being friends with them, which he never said he was friends with them. He said he had a working relationship with them to get things done. I feel like that's what you need in Congress, but he got raked over the coals too for opposing forced busing, which was a horrible, horrible, horrible policy of saying, hey, these kids that are 45 minutes away in this black community, let's force them to go to this rich white community over here. And take these white kids and force them to go over here. It wasn't just blacks going to this one. They were taking people in rich neighborhoods and taking them to poor, more minority neighborhoods. It wasn't just blacks going to nicer schools. They were forcing white kids, which caused for a greater thing of white flight from the suburbs and parents pulling their kids out of those schools and sending them to private school, which so helped the education system. But it amazes me, these people that said forced busing was a good idea, support school choice and school vouchers and charter schools. Just baffles me. But hey, that's the Democratic Party. They don't care about education. They care about helping the teachers and the teachers union, not your kids. Oh, yeah. Then during this whole exchange, Joe Biden, this sums up Joe Biden's what Joe Biden is. He finally got a chance to respond to all these things about what Kamala Harris was saying to him, and he was actually doing pretty good. He was saying, "No, I've been fighting for civil rights all my life." Just gave his whole list of things, and all of a sudden he's like, "My time's up." Because right before the moderator said you have 30 seconds, and he was just going on this tangent. And then all of a sudden he's like, "My time's up." What politician during debate has ever respected their time? Normally it's they're sitting there, your time's up, and they're still talking, because that just made that just sums up Joe Biden right there. His time's up, and God, I feel bad for him. I do. It's him getting raked over the coals because in the Democratic Party you can't come out and say forced busing was a bad policy, because then you're a racist. But it was a bad policy. And I Democrat, Trump is so beatable. He's very unlikable as the president. He is about a 40 to 45 approval rating. That's where it stands. But you really think Democrat friends, do you really think these guys can beat him? I mean, come on. Yes, in a straight up, do you that's why I don't think the approval rating really matters for Trump going into this election. Because you ask people, do you like Donald Trump? They say no. Okay, but it's not just Donald Trump. He's running against somebody. It's do you like Donald Trump over this crazy radical communist who wants to kick 174 million people off their health insurance? Let's take Donald Trump. Do you want Donald Trump or this fake Native American who wants people to get an abortion up until the point of birth? They're going to go with Donald Trump. Most people are going to go with Donald Trump. Do you want Donald Trump or this old man who looks like he needs to go home and take a nap, and Joe Biden? They're going to take Donald Trump. And then on the second debate, every single one of the people up there said, would you give free health care to illegal immigrants? Every single one of them raised their hands. What? We can't afford to give all of our citizens free health care. And we can't. We cannot afford that. But we want to, so you want to also give it to people who should not even be in this country? And then they also talked about, a lot of them talked about wanting to decriminalize crossing the border so you just get a civil fine and so it's not a misdemeanor anymore. It's all just, oh, Democrats. They never disappoint. All they had to do was not be crazy to win this election, and they can't do it. They're running so far to the left. All this stuff they're saying out this primary is on camera, and Trump will use it when they're trying to run back to the middle to say, no, I'm not crazy, I'm moderate. No, you are crazy, and this all proves how crazy you are. So, you watched the debate. What did y'all think about it? Comment, let me know. And my Democratic friends, do you really think any of those people up there can beat Donald Trump? Like, just honestly, do you think that? And if you do, tell me which one you actually think has a chance of beating him in. Because I'm genuinely curious about that. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching. Yeah, this is Democratic primary debate recap. So, I think we got 3 more of these. Yay! And so, signing off, as Beto O'Rourke would say, hasta luego, mi amigos. I'll see y'all next time.